Stop everything you're doing right now. Just for a moment. Just for a breath. I know you're busy. I know your mind is cluttered with tomorrow's bills, today's unread messages, the tasks you didn't finish, the people you disappointed. Your fingers have been scrolling for hours, searching for something you cannot name. But right now, I need you to do one simple thing. Breathe. Close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Hold it for a heartbeat. Then let it go. Did you feel that? That quiet that rushed in, even for a second? That was not nothing. That was me. You did not stumble upon this video by chance. You did not swipe to this moment because of an algorithm, a lucky accident, or idle curiosity. Before your thumb touched the screen, your name was spoken in the heavens. Before this sentence reached your eyes, I was already leaning toward you, calling your name across the noise of your life. I have been waiting for this exact moment to align with you. Not a moment sooner, not a moment later. Now, you see, you think you're scrolling, but I am orchestrating. You think you're killing time, but I am redeeming it. Every tap, every swipe, every restless midnight search has been leading you here. Not to a video, to a voice. And now that you are here, I want you to listen, not with your ears, but with that place inside you that has not been fully asleep, no matter how hard you tried to silence it. Do you feel a stir right now? Not a loud one, not a dramatic shaking, just a small, quiet tremor somewhere beneath your ribs. A warmth behind your sternum. A strange sense that these words are not just words. They're being aimed at you personally, intentionally. That stirring is not imagination. That is your spirit waking up. Your new season is knocking at the door. You have been asking for a sign. You have been begging for proof that you are not forgotten. This is it. This moment. This breath. This sentence. If you believe, truly believe, that this meeting was predestined, that your eyes were guided here by a hand much greater than your own, then seal it. Right now. Not with a complicated ritual. Not with a long prayer. Just with a simple yes in your heart. Say it silently. Yes, I believe. That one word changes everything. Let me look at you more closely now. Do not turn away. Do not put on the mask you wear for everyone else. The one that says, I'm fine when you're drowning. The one that smiles when your soul is bleeding. There is no need for masks here. I know how heavy your heart has been. Not the kind of heavy that comes from a bad day or a difficult week. I mean the bone-deep, soul-crushing weight that has been pressing down on you for months, maybe years. The kind of heavy you have stopped talking about because you are afraid people are tired of hearing it. The kind of heavy you have started believing is just who you are now. But that is not who you are. That is what you have been carrying. I have seen the tears you wiped away in secret. The ones you cried in the shower so no one would hear. The ones that fell on your pillow at 2 a.m. when the house was dark and silent. The ones you swallowed in the car before walking into work, before greeting your family, before pretending everything was okay. You thought no one saw. I saw every single one. I have heard the whispers of your soul at 3 a.m. Those desperate, half-formed prayers that you did not even have the energy to finish. Lord, have you forgotten me? Is anyone listening? Did I make a mistake that cannot be undone? Am I too far gone? You whispered them into the dark because you were not sure anyone was there to hear. I was there. I have watched you grow tired. Not weak, tired. There is a difference. You are not weak. Weakness is a lack of strength. But fatigue is strength that has been stretched too thin for too long. And you have been stretched by weights I never intended for you to bear. You picked them up somewhere along the way. Other people's expectations, your own impossible standards, the shame of past failures, the fear of future ones. You have been carrying things that were never yours to carry, and you have been carrying them alone. But here is the truth you have forgotten. You were never meant to carry any of it. Not alone. Not all. The burdens you've been holding so tightly. Let me show you something. Look at your hands. In your mind, right now, look down at your hands. What are you holding? A grudge? A regret? A fear? A plan you cannot control? A person who will not change? A past that will not rewrite itself? Those hands were made to hold mine. That is all. Everything else, every weight, every worry, every sleepless night was supposed to be in my hands, not yours. So tonight, I'm not asking you to be stronger. I'm asking you to be lighter, to release, to trust that the hands holding you are stronger than the hands holding you back. Now, let's talk about the door. You know exactly which door I mean. The one you've been staring at for weeks, maybe months, maybe years. The one you believed was your only way forward. The one you knocked on until your knuckles bled. The one you pushed against until your shoulders ached. The one you dreamed about, planned for, begged for, cried over. That door. And it slammed shut, right in your face, at the worst possible moment, when you needed it to open most. When everything in you screamed that this was your last chance, your only shot, your final hope. From where you were standing, that door looks like rejection. It looks like failure. It looks like proof that you were never good enough, never ready enough, never chosen enough. It looks like everyone else got in and you were left outside in the cold. But you're looking from the wrong angle. Come stand where I'm standing. Let me show you what you cannot see from the ground. That door you were mourning? I was the one who locked it. Not the devil. Not bad luck. Not your boss, your ex, your family, or your enemy. Me. I put my hand on that door, and I turned the key. I did not lock it to keep you out. I locked it to keep you safe, because you do not know what was waiting on the other side. You saw the shiny handle. You heard the music playing behind it. You watched other people walk through, and you assumed that whatever was in there was good. But you did not see the floor giving way 3 steps in. You did not see the predators hiding in the shadows. You did not see that behind that beautiful door was a trap designed specifically for you, for your weaknesses, your insecurities, your desperate hunger for approval. I saw that the promotion you wanted would have cost you your family. I saw that the relationship you begged for would have stolen your identity. I saw that the move you planned would have isolated you from everything that truly matters. I saw that the yes you were fighting for would have led to 1,000 no's you could not survive. So I locked the door, and you called it rejection. I called it rescue. You called it delay. I called it protection. You called it the end. I called it the beginning of something you cannot yet imagine. Listen to me carefully, because this is important. The closed door is not a punishment. It is a redirection. Every no you have received was actually a not yet or a not that, spoken by a father who sees farther than you can see. What if the delay you are resenting right now is the very thing saving your life? What if the prayer that went unanswered is the reason you are still standing? What if every closed door has been a guardian angel in disguise? I'm not delaying your blessing. I am preparing your character to sustain the miracle that is coming. Because if I gave you what you wanted when you wanted it, you would not be ready for it. You would hold it wrong. You would mishandle it. You would lose it, or worse, it would destroy you. So I'm taking my time. Not because I am slow, because I am thorough. Every day you wait, I am widening your capacity. Every night you cry, I am deepening your roots. Every disappointment you survive, I am strengthening your spine. When the door finally opens, and it will open, you will not collapse under the weight of the blessing. You will stand tall because I have spent every single day of this delay building you into someone who can. Now, you have a choice. You can keep running on anxiety. You have been doing that for a long time. Anxiety has been your fuel, your engine, your compass. What if has been the rhythm of your days? Fear has been sitting on the throne of your heart for so long that you have forgotten anyone else could sit there. Or you can surrender to my rhythm, not the rhythm of the world, frantic, desperate, competitive, exhausted. A different rhythm, a slower one, a deeper one, the rhythm of trust, of rest, of patience, of peace. The rhythm that knows the harvest is coming, so it does not need to dig up the seeds every morning to check on them. Surrender is not weakness. You have been taught that holding on means strength and letting go means failure. But that is a lie from the enemy of your soul. Surrender is the strongest thing you can do, because surrendering means you have stopped pretending you are in control. You have stopped carrying the burden of making everything happen. You have admitted, finally, honestly, that you cannot do this alone, and you were never meant to. So I'm asking you for one word. Just one. Not a long prayer. Not a perfect theology. Not a promise to be better. Do better, try harder. Just one word, spoken from the deepest part of you. Ready. That is all. Ready means I stopped fighting. I stopped striving. I stopped trying to force doors open with my own bloody knuckles. Ready means I trust you more than I trust my fear. Ready means I am done sitting in the driver's seat of a car I cannot control anyway. You drive. I will rest. When you type that word, when you speak that word, you are not just leaving a comment on a screen. You are making a spiritual decree. You are pronouncing a verdict over your own heart. Fear no longer sits on the throne. Worry no longer wears the crown. Doubt no longer holds the scepter. From this moment forward, I am seated there, and I do not panic. I do not forget. I do not abandon. I do not fail. So if you are ready, truly ready, to stop fighting and start receiving, say it. Silently, boldly, once, for real. Ready. That word is the key that unlocks everything that comes next. Now I'm going to give you a promise. Not a vague hope. Not a maybe someday. A promise. From me. To you. Within the next 7 days, you will see a breakthrough. I'm not telling you it will look like fireworks. I am not promising that the heavens will rip open and angels will descend with trumpets. Breakthrough rarely looks the way you expect it to look, but you will know it when you see it. That financial knot that has been strangling you, the one you cannot untie no matter how hard you pull, the one cutting off your air, the one keeping you up at night doing math that never adds up, is loosening. You may not see the full solution yet. Your bank account may still look the same when you check it tomorrow morning, but something is shifting in the spirit. The pressure is easing. The noose is slackening. You will breathe easier before you see the money, and then you will see the money. That broken relationship you have been mourning, the one that shattered in a way you never saw coming, the one that left you holding pieces too sharp to touch. I am mending it. Not back to what it was. Better, stronger, different. You cannot see the work yet because it is happening in places you do not have access to, in hearts, in silence, in the space between prayers and forgiveness. But I'm weaving those threads back together, one by one, in a way you will only recognize when it is complete. That wilderness you're walking through, dry, endless, disorienting, I am making a way through it. You do not see the path yet because it is forming under your feet as you walk. Every step you take in faith, the ground solidifies behind it. Keep walking. The river is closer than you think. You do not need to know how. How will the money come? Not your problem. How will the relationship heal? Not your concern. How will the door open? Not your job to figure out. You only need to know one thing. I am. I am the one who parts waters. I am the one who feeds thousands with 5 loaves. I am the one who walks into tombs and calls dead things back to life. I am the one who has never, not once, not ever, lost a single one of my children. The how is my department. The trust is yours. Within 7 days, you will see a sign. It may be small. It may seem ordinary. But if you are paying attention, if you are watching with the eyes of your spirit rather than the eyes of your fear, you will recognize it. And when you see it, do not dismiss it. Do not say, that's just a coincidence. Do not explain it away with logic and cynicism. Say thank you. Say, I see you. Say, You kept your promise. And then keep walking. Because the breakthrough within 7 days is not the destination. It is the confirmation that you are on the right road. The full manifestation is coming behind it. One more thing. You do not have to walk this path alone. I know you're used to isolation. You have learned through disappointment, through betrayal, through the slow erosion of trust, that depending on people is dangerous. You have built walls disguised as independence. You have told yourself that you are better off alone, because alone means no one can hurt you. But alone also means no one can hold you. I never designed you for solitude. Look at creation. The first thing I said was not good was man alone. Not sin, not suffering, not even death. Aloneness, separation, isolation. You were made for community. Not perfect community that does not exist on this side of eternity, but real community, messy community, people who fail you and forgive you and fail you again and keep showing up anyway. I have placed people around you, some you already know, some you have not met yet, who are a part of your story. They carry pieces of your healing. They hold answers to prayers you have not even prayed yet. They will be my hands and my voice when you cannot feel me directly. Do not push them away. Every day, I have a fresh word prepared for you. Not recycled cliches, not generic encouragement. A word for your specific hunger, your particular wound, your exact moment. I have been speaking it since before you woke up this morning, but you have to stay close enough to hear it. The world is loud. The noise is constant. Alarms, notifications, headlines, arguments, advertisements, voices screaming for your attention. In that chaos, my voice is easily missed, not because I am quiet, but because you are distracted. So I'm asking you to stay. Not because I need your subscription, because you need a place to return to every day, a compass to recalibrate by, a lamp for your feet in the darkness. Anchor yourself here, not to me as a screen, but to me as a voice. Let this be your daily bread. Not the only meal, but the steady one, the reliable one, the one that keeps you from starving on the days when everything else falls apart. If you do not want to lose my voice in the noise of this world, then commit. Not out of obligation, out of hunger. Because you have tasted something here and, deep down, that you cannot go back to being full on empty things. And now, child, it is time. Time for you to close this screen. Time for you to step back into your life, but not the same way you stepped out of it. You are not leaving empty. You are leaving different. Go now. Go and sleep in peace. Not the sleep of the exhausted, who collapse because they cannot stay awake one more minute. The sleep of the trusting, who lay their heads down knowing that someone else is keeping watch. The battle is already won. Not almost won. Not will be won if you try hard enough. Already won. Before you saw the battlefield, the victory was sealed. Before you knew there was a war, the outcome was decided. Your job is not to fight for victory. Your job is to rest in victory. That knot in your stomach? Loosen your grip on it. That voice in your head listing all the reasons to be afraid? Turn down its volume. That urge to check, fix, control, manage, manipulate, and micromanage every detail of your tomorrow? Hand it over. I have tomorrow. I have next week. I have next year. I have the thing you are afraid to hope for and the thing you have not even thought to ask for yet. I have it all. Now, before you go, I want you to do one more thing. Think of the first person who comes to your mind. Not the second. Not the one you think you should think of. The first one. The one whose face appeared before you finished reading this sentence. That person needs what you just received. Maybe they are further behind on the journey than you are. Maybe they're more lost, more tired, more ready to give up. Maybe they're standing in front of a locked door, just like you were convinced that it is the end. You're the answer to their prayer today. You're the messenger they did not expect. You're the light they were not sure still existed. Share this with them. Not because you have to, because you can. Because one sentence, one share, one moment of courage could be the moment that saves someone's life. Do not overthink it. Do not analyze whether they deserve it or whether it will work. Just send it. I will do the rest. And finally, let me bless you before you go. My peace I leave with you, not the peace the world gives, fragile, conditional, dependent on circumstances. My peace, the peace that does not panic when the storm rages, the peace that sleeps in the boat during the hurricane, the peace that knows with absolute certainty that no matter what happens, you are held. Do not let your heart be troubled. Do not let it be afraid. You have heard me say it. I am with you. That has not changed. That will never change. Not in the delay, not in the breakthrough, not in the silence, not in the storm. I am with you, and I am for you, and nothing can stand against that. Amen. Now go. The page is closing, but the chapter is just beginning. You are not the same person who opened this. You have been seen. You have been spoken to. You have been blessed. And you are not alone. Not ever again.